a positive value, this is what I'm going to end up looking like. So the probability, my small number is negative 1.7, less than my z, is less than my positive number 0.53. So drawing this on my table, what I see here is 0 here, and I have a negative 1.7 over here, and I have a 0.53 over here, and I want the area in between here. Well, it's tail values that you can find in a z-table. So what I'm looking for is this area here and this area here, and then I have to remember that the area under the entire curve is 1. So what I have here is 1, and then, 1, and then I'm going to subtract from 1 the probability of being less than negative 1.7. And then remembering, of course, that this area over here in this tail would be comparable to being less than a negative 5.3, right? The area this way. So minus the probability of a z being less than a negative 0.53, like that. So this looks like 1 minus and negative 1.7, or 1.7 is probability being 0.0446, so 0446, 0, 4, 4, and 6. And then the probability of being less than a negative 0.53. Negative 0.53 is off my table, so I have to scroll down. So 5, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. That would be 0.2981. And this one, if I go 1 minus this, I'm going to have 0.9554. And then I still have to subtract 0.2981. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 5 minus 8, I can't do it. I've got to borrow. 15 minus 8 is 7. 4 minus 9, I can't do it. I have to borrow. 14 minus 9 is 5. And 8 minus 2 is 6. So 0.6573. And that's my probability. So that's between a negative and a positive, and you see how it changes what I need to do on those. Now the last one is between two negative values, and again between two negative values is an easy one again. It's the ones that are between a positive and a negative that we kind of have to think. So we have a negative 2.09, that's my small one, less than my z, less than my negative 1.02. And I'm going to find between these two values. So we have a negative 2.09 over here, and we have a negative 1.02 over here, and these are the areas I'm finding between. So I'm going to do the one that's closer into 0. I'm going to do that going this way, so the probability that a z is less than negative 1.02, and then that subtract the probability of being the smaller one down here. So all this area, wipe out this area down here, z being less than negative 2.09. So looking up in my table, I find negative 1.02 to be 1539, and then subtract from that 2.09, so here's 2.09 here, so 0183, 0183, and the difference between these, I just have to subtract them. So 9 minus 3 is 6, 3 minus 8, I can't do it, so I have to borrow. 13 minus 8 is 5, 4 minus 1 is 3, 1 minus 0 is 1. So there's my probability of being between those. And that's finding your standard normal probabilities. Now the next section here goes into how to do this with your With your calculator, no. This is going into the inverse normal. And the inverse normal, I already have plenty of videos on that, so I'm just going to leave off here.